Okay, we are recording. So we've got about 30 minutes to just work through the process of a power hour. And then if you guys still have stuff to finish after, you can. But I'm just going to talk through like how I do things, and hopefully it can help you kind of, when we talk about connections and things like that, like, this is what I'm talking about. I have been super crappy with like actually tracking with Streak and like everything like that. I'm doing fine with that, but as far as a checklist of what I need to get done, this helps me, but I don't use it nearly enough. So I'm going to be working off of this. So this is, as far as like the power hour goes, it's connections and inviting. But I'll also touch on expanding too, just to show you guys how I do that. Oh, I just pulled up Kate's Insta story. That's funny. Okay, so for connections, I do this a couple of different ways. One of my favorite ways that takes like all the pressure off is to just make up like a little challenge. Like one of my favorites is, I have them saved in the notes on my phone. Let me see. Invites. Challenge scripts. I have one of my favorite ones actually is like on Mondays. I will say, happy Monday, or, I'll put it in my own voice, but I'll say, happy Monday, love. I'm throwing out a random challenge for you today. Tell me one goal you have for the week, and then I'll check back on Friday to see if you accomplished it. So that's just like a little snippet of accountability, and kind of like sets up that follow-up for you. So the people that do respond, you can check back in on Friday and say, like, how was your, did you, set out, did you do what you told me that you were going to do, basically.
Who are you sending that to?
So I will send this to, pray that my dogs do not kill each other and that I don't kill them by the end of this. I'll go through my, if there's new people watching my Insta stories, or I will go through my followers, so people that are following me, and send it to them, regardless of if I've ever talked to them before. Because that's not like, hey, I'm so and so. Like, that's, to me, if I got that, I'd be like, cool. Like, what are you trying to sell me? But if somebody told me that and I was already following them, it would just be like, you're just fostering that relationship with your followers. So I'll say like a challenge, or for Tuesday, I'll say, happy Tuesday, just shared this motivation this morning with my Fit Babes in my challenge group, or in my boot camp or whatever, and felt like passing it along to some more people. Hopefully it helps you crush the rest of the day too. And I think I posted I sent like a YouTube video, like a motivational YouTube video or something. A super easy one is, tell me one thing what's the last thing you did that was out of your comfort zone, or tell me one good thing that's happened to, like, in your day to day, or tell me two things that you're grateful for today. Just something that like just adds value to people. Like, I would love to get somebody to message me and say, like, not trying to like start any other conversation besides, hey, I'm like just spreading the love, just tell me 3 things you're grateful for. I'd be like, dude, this is so awesome. Like, you're so my people. So the people that respond well to that, those are the people that I give more attention to, and continue to build that relationship with, because they get me, if that makes sense. So as far as like sending the connections, I'll either just blitz, like go through my followers and just like copy and paste that, boom, in my Instagram messages. Or I will just go through my Insta stories, watch a couple of stories, respond to some stories in that, like this girl, Sarah Felix. She posted a video about lightning. or loving the stormy weather. And I'll say, oh my gosh, it's been rainy so much here lately. Hold on, I can't talk and type at the same time. And just boom, that's a new conversation started. That's not like, sometimes I'll throw a question in there, sometimes I won't. You know, it doesn't have to be anything like crazy. Does that help or make sense? Does that give you guys more direction? What are your thoughts on that?
I feel like for me, I have like I'd say like 10 people that like all of my posts and watch my stories. And I've reached out to all of them, and I've only gotten like 2 responses. One girl, like, she literally likes every single one of my posts, and sometimes she'll talk back to me, sometimes she just doesn't answer me. A lot of times she says she's pretty busy. So I'm just like wondering now if I need to focus on expanding my network, because I just feel like I don't have anyone to talk to.
Yes, 100%.
I don't want to be annoying. Like, I've reached out to some of these people, and they just, like, if somebody doesn't answer you, and you try again a month later, and they still don't answer you.
Yeah, I mean, you cannot build the business that you want to build on just the same 50 people in your network. Like, 100% you can't. So that's why all these things are a flow. Like, your first step is to expand your network. So if you want, we can focus on that tonight and just like talk about how to find people. Number one, you expand your network, and then once they're in your circle, like, then you build that relationship with them. Then you invite them. Then you talk to them about coaching. You know, it's like this flow of like, but this at the same time you're adding people, you're talking to people. That's, you know, you're doing these things every single day, and you keep adding more pebbles to each of those piles. And if you find that you're running out of people to talk to, then maybe you put more focus on expanding your network tonight or for the next couple days, but still maybe send out an invite or two just to keep that gear in motion. And then once you've kind of built that relationship to a point where you're like, all right, I've got a challenge group coming up. Now I've been talking to these people. Then you can go ahead and invite those people. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not like, I'm that kind of person. Like, I like when things are like smooth and in a flow, but when there's like 10,000 conversations going all the time, it can kind of feel overwhelming sometimes. But when you break it down and just think of it like, you know, you've got your streak tracker or however you're tracking names, just figure out a way that works for you, but just keep that flow going of, right, as long as I'm just think of what your business needs right now and focus on that. But focusing on that doesn't mean not doing the other things too. In this tracker, Micah made this tracker based on what she does. So it might not work for you guys, but she connects like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, expands on Monday and Wednesday. She uses a growth thing though. So that kind of takes care of that. And then inviting, she does just like a blitz on Tuesdays, follow-up blitz on Thursday. So you don't have to like go off of this and look at these numbers and be like, crap, I don't have like 25 people to invite. Don't worry about it. Just like focus on what your business needs. If you just need to build relationships, then do that. And then when you've got your group coming up, then you focus on inviting. You know what I mean?
And can we be inviting to your next group? Like, is that okay? Or
Yes, you guys always, always, always can invite to the group that I have going. Um, I mean, obviously, I want you guys to get to a point where you are running your own groups, but if for the sake of the challengers too, it's almost better when there's more people in a group for the energy and just support. Because if there's only like 3 people in a group, sometimes it can feel like if only one person is checking in, then it's just like not really serving the purpose. So definitely invite to the next group. So the way that I've been doing the groups, just a side note, is on Megan mentioned this too on the mastermind, I think, of last week. God, I'm so sorry. Of doing like a celebration call. I honestly don't know who of I feel like our group is just, our challenge group has such weird energy right now. But so on the 6th, I want to do like another refresh week. So once a month, 1 week a month, I'll do a refresh week. Because every group I run is going to be in the same exact group. Like it's just going to be new people being added into the same group. Because I hate having 2, 3, 5 groups to check into for myself. That's just like spreading myself way too thin. So every week or every month we'll have 1 week that's like a refresh prep week. Like if you've fallen off, now's your chance to like jump back in, start fresh again. For new people, it's a prep week for them. Just like reminders on how to prep, how to PD suggestions, whatever. Setting goals for the month, and then we'll actually start like day 1 on August 13th. Like whatever program they want to do. So I've been like constantly for like this whole year been trying to figure out a flow for my groups, but I feel like I like how this is working out so far. So yeah, that's how I plan on doing it. So this coming Monday, the 6th, is kind of the refresh week. 13th will be day 1. September 3rd will be another refreshed week. September 10th will be the start of a new group. But it's all happening within the same app group. So that was a divergent off of what you're talking about. But yes, you can invite to my group 100%. So use that as urgency too. Like when you're inviting to people, say, hey, I have a group starting on the 6th. Did you want to jump in or whatever? So for the sake of the time that we have tonight, what would you guys rather focus on? Like we don't have to do a full power hour. We can just focus on one aspect. Really get comfortable with that. Do you want to talk about expanding your network? Would that be helpful?
Sure. And like, how do you not get over? I tried the free trial of Stim, and like, I have like 2,000 people or something that I'm following all of a sudden, but I must have done it wrong. Got some like guys on there and all this stuff. And I was like, oh my God. And obviously only some of them are following me back, but it's like, I'm like, what? All these people now have to go through and like unfollow all these crazy people. And so I don't know what I did. I probably just did it too fast, but I'm now like so overwhelmed because Instagram used to be like my friend, and now it's like, I'm like, how do I even pick through like all these people and who like is worth like.
If you go to, I think it's called like Cleaner, it's an app that you can use to like unfollow like a bunch of people at once, and then you can set it, or you might be able to just go into your, I don't know, you can go into, I'm trying to think of the easiest way for you. For Cleaner, you can go in and hit like select all the people that are not following you and unfollow them. So
Yeah.
it only keeps the people that are following you.
Yeah.
And can't you choose to follow and unfollow? So, like, it will unfollow for you.
Well, this is cleaner. For Stim, yeah. For
okay.
Stim, you can unfollow people, but it's just like a free app. You can only unfollow like 50 people at a time, but because I didn't like that either with Stim. It was just like, okay, now I'm following like 7,000 people. It was never that high, but
Yeah, crazy people.
yeah, you definitely need to like
speak. They're like in China. I'm like,
yeah,
what?
you needed there's settings that you can like not have it. Yeah, I think the settings needed to be adjusted for that.
I'm sorry, but like, what the? I was like, why did I do this? This is craziness.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you could choose not to follow males, too,
Mhm.
right?
I know you guys said that, and I didn't see that option, but I'm also not the best with that kind of stuff. And I also, yeah, anyways, yeah, you can go over that, whatever you think, Alyssa.
No, you guys tell me what you need because
I agree with, like, expanding because, like, I like the National Wake Up Call this week, and he's talking about how he bonded with people over the Instant Pot, and it's like, I don't know what my direct, like, my very specific interest is that I can, like, go and find people. Like, I'm a nurse, great. There's, like, millions of other nurses, or I don't know, like, a mom. That's, like, so generalized. So I'm having a hard time finding something specific to connect with people on, if that makes any sense.
I feel like for me, I can't because I'm the same way. I'm just like, I mean, I don't know. What do I like? I don't know. But I know what kind of person I want to connect with. Like, I know by looking at somebody's Instagram, is this my person or not? Just like their positivity, you know, the way that they post. Are they posting like a bunch of spammy crap? Are they posting like a bunch of vulgar crap? Are they posting like only pictures of their dog? Like, just, I mean, I'm not going to follow somebody that literally every single picture is their dog just because I mean, I love my dogs, but like they literally drive me insane. So I'm not going to sit there and have a conversation about my dog. But,
yeah,
you know, if somebody is just like sharing parenthood and marriage, like just little things about life, then I'll follow them. So let's talk about expansion. Because, and I was trying to explain this a couple weeks ago, and I feel like it almost, I don't know if it came off wrong or what, but I want you guys to, before you go in, like, pay for a growth expansion thing, I want you to have a solid understanding of how to do this stuff. It's like meal prepping. Like, if I'm not going to say to a challenger, yes, meal prepping is so important, so you need to go pay somebody to do it for you so that you know that it gets done. No, I want to teach you so that if you can't pay somebody to do it, then you still know how to get it done. I have nothing against like the growth things if they're done right and if they're working for you. It saves me a lot of headache when I have it turned on, but I just don't want to pay for it right now. So, any hooser, this, oh, I haven't, oh, she just showed up in my Explorer page. I haven't followed her in forever. So, if you go to, like, think of a Target account, like an account on Instagram that has, you know, a pretty big following, whether it doesn't have to be like a specific blogger, but maybe it's, are you into, I don't know, are you into like lifestyle, like fashion or makeup or hair or whatever? There's this blogger, her name is Kate Bryan. she posts about like, she's a lifestyle and beauty blogger, beauty tips, hair tutorial, booby bop. Like she just posts about her family, like hair and makeup stuff. So occasionally I will go into her followers or a recent post and go to the people that have liked her post. I see Adrian has liked this post. It tells you like if any of your followers have liked it. And then go to the likes on that picture and then just literally go through. I've used her on Stim before, so look, I'm literally following so many people that have already liked that post. She was one of my Stim target accounts. But I'll just go in here and look at the profiles, and if somebody looks like a normal person, then I will follow them. If they're private, I don't care. If they look like a cool person, I'm going to freaking follow them. And if somebody is not private, let me find somebody. I feel like this girl, Kate Bryan, she has a lot of like faith-based people following her stuff, which isn't necessarily my jam. So if it's, you know, if somebody like, I don't know, like Micah, if she had somebody on her page that was, you know, somebody she came across an LDS account, like maybe she would follow them just because they can relate to that. I'm not big in like faith in that sense, so I can't really relate to people like that. Bethany Gorman, following. Oh my God, seriously, they're all private. I need somebody that I can connect with.
I think I'm following too many people too, because like I'll go, okay, so I'm doing what you're saying now. I'm gonna go in and follow these people, but I am already like following 5,000 people, so like the chances of me like seeing their stuff is gonna be smaller, right?
No, not necessarily. So what you can do is you need to clean up your thing too, I think. But
well, I have to follow all my Real Housewives and Kardashians, so.
You're crazy.
I know.
All right. So what you can do is, so this girl is super cute. Oh my God, her daughter is adorable. Hold on. Okay, so she's got this super cute account. Like she's a normal person, just posting pictures of her kid. She's a stay-at-home mom, whatever. Look, like seriously, come on. Oh my God. I'll say, oh my gosh, she is so adorable. I need a daughter because I need a reason to buy some bows. So I have a reason to buy cute bows. Perfect. If they have an Insta story, then I will watch a couple of those, respond to one or two. Oh my God, this girl is so cute. Holy crap. And then I will follow her. And then what you can do is click on a picture, and then you see this button right here. Oh, crap. Right here, just like bookmark. Click that, and it'll say Save to Collections. So then what you can do is you're essentially creating like a, what is the word? Like a focused group of people. So I have in here Future Empowerers for people I think would be amazing at coaching. Potential challengers. So I'm going to put her as a future empowerer. And then what you can do is you click on that collection and it has all those people in one spot. So then when it saves just that one picture, so you can't like turn it into a feed and look at their recent stuff, but it'll have everybody in one spot. So then you can go in when it's time to do your connections or whatever, or you just want to keep building the relationship with those people. You can click on their page and, comment on their most recent stuff. Just stay up to date on what they're doing. I don't use that as often as I should, but it is a very helpful tool.
I have a very important question I've been meaning to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
So I had my Instagram account as a business account for a while. But then, I like how with the stories you could just share it right to Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
like your Facebook stories. But it wanted me to have a page. It wouldn't let me just send it to my Facebook. It wanted me to have a business Facebook page. And there was no way around it. And then people that were just friends with me couldn't see that stuff. Do you know what I mean?
I think, yeah. So with that, I would just save the stories and then upload them to your Facebook thing. But I would still make your Instagram a business page anyway. So,
yeah.
I have a like page on Facebook, but I don't use it to share things from Instagram to Facebook because Facebook favors people that post organically versus sharing from another site.
Okay.
So, I don't know a whole lot about whole algorithms and crap like that. I honestly just post what I want when I want because it makes my life easier. But I would just save your story and then just upload it right away to your Instagram or to your Facebook story if you want to share there.
How do you save the? Because I haven't been doing Facebook stories as much, just because it's it just takes more time for me to go back and do the video. Do you save it separately, or you just use whatever you used? And I feel like I'm not explaining this well. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I don't use Facebook stories ever. But before you post a story, there's a button at the bottom that says save. It'll just save if it's a video, it'll just save the 15-second clip, and then you can just upload it to your Facebook story.
Okay.
But then you can also save it if you've already posted it. The 3 dots at the bottom, you just click save.
Oh, okay. That would make it a lot easier because I'm it's time. It's everything's time.
Mm-hmm. That's why having these systems and creating collections for if you are scrolling, especially if you're following a crap ton of people, if you are scrolling and you find somebody that's boom, I want to build a relationship with her, or I could see her coaching, save that person to a collection of future coaches or challengers or whoever.
Okay.
So that way when you do go to connect, you have that group that you can just go in there, connect with your people.
Yeah.
And then continuously add people to that group. But then you can also, when you go to invite from that group too.
Right.
Instead of having to scroll through and whatever.
Yeah. That makes sense because that's been I'm looking through, I'm
Mm-hmm.
what do I even do with all these people? And I need to get rid of all the crazy people first. But second, because I'm and I can't even find my friends anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And that I don't like because I feel like it's turned into something that I don't want. But I know it's part of the business.
Yeah. So definitely go through, use that cleaner thing, and it'll unfollow people that are not following you.
Okay. That's good.
I think you can only do 50 at a time, so you might have to do a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
But
Better than like manually having to do it.
oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, I mean, and then if it's kind of like a rabbit hole of like following people, because just in this girl's following list still, there's another mom blogger who has 9,000 followers. So I'll go to her followers, and it's just like this rabbit hole. So you're not getting all of your people from the same account. But then what you can do is create a collection called target accounts. And I would save Kate Bryan, this blogger. I would save, actually I should do that. Make sure that she's I would save this other girl that I just came across. And so that when you do go to expand, you can just go to their account, go to their followers, and it's like you skip that whole process of, okay, now I need to find a target account. Now I need to whatever. Like, boom, go to your target account, boom, go to their followers, boom, find your people, and you're done. Just like when you have everything in one place, it just makes your life so much easier.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I lost that girl, so whatever. Oh, never mind.
Also, I have a question about so I met this girl in person, like at the park with my kids, and this mom, we actually have a lot in common, but long story short, I feel like she's coaching would be so good for her because just her situation. But so I hung out with her a couple times, and then today I just let it come up naturally, like the whole workout thing, because I wasn't going to be from the beginning, I thought she would be like a good coach, but I wasn't going to lead with that. I genuinely like her as a person anyway. But anyways, I today, when I saw her yesterday, she was asking about the workout, so I sent her information. She's like, well, we don't have the money for that. So I was like, yeah, that's what got me interested in coaching. So but I just don't want her to think that that's the only reason why, because I like her anyways. And I think, again, it's probably like what you were saying, don't be so worried about coming across as salesy, but it's more just sharing it because of how awesome it is. But do you have a set amount of time that when you're connecting with people that you will actually invite them, or do you just kind of feel it out,
Yeah.
And what about with people that you don't know at all, on Instagram? It's I don't know how long to wait after doing a little bit of connecting with them before inviting them.
It kind of depends. The best invites are when I invite, I start with the people that are watching my Insta stories.
Yeah.
And if I'm doing a good job connecting, then I'll have new faces watching my stories on a regular basis.
Yeah.
So then when I'm talking about my group in my stories, they already know when I go to send my invite, they've already seen what I'm talking about. So there's part of that flow again. But we've got 2.5 minutes left on this. But I'll start with people watching my stories. Then I'll invite from the people that have liked my most recent posts, especially the ones about my transformations or direct calls to action about, hey, I have a group coming. And then I'll invite my followers. So it gets really, really great invites, good invites, or better invites, and then good invites from the followers. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
As far as how long do you wait, I kind of feel it out. If I really hit it off with somebody and I have a group coming up, I'll just be like, hey, I heard this recently and I don't know where it was. It must have been on a wake-up call or something. But she said, don't, and I have heard this before, but don't get attached to the response. Let go of what your expectation of the response is. And just every invite is just planting a seed. And if they want more information, awesome. If they don't, awesome. Like that was your goal, was to plant a seed.
Mhm.
So as long as you've done that, great. Anything else that happens is whatever.
Yeah.
And so when you think of it like that, instead of like I'm inviting to get a yes,
Yeah.
then it's going to feel frustrating. But if you think I'm inviting to simply plant a seed, anything else that happens is bonus, and you're not frustrated if they don't respond, because if they've seen it, you've planted your seed, you did your, you got your job done.
Yeah.
That helped me. We've probably got like 30 seconds left, but I guess we can do this. I think we have our team call tomorrow, right? Every Wednesday? I don't know. I'll have to check. But if you guys have specific questions or you want to chat more about this, ask it in the thread. But then as you're doing your power hour, if questions come up, just ask it. If you need help with conversations, like let's work through it together, okay?
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yes, ma'ams. I'll post the recording as soon as it's done, okay?
Alrighty.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Ciao.
See ya.